Okay, number 7 on martial art books, in this case karate. Again, 11:02 a.m. 14/2 2023, Tuesday. I'm doing another book on karate. This one's by Nakayama. If you watch some of the other videos, this will be familiar to you. So it's by he did Best Karate Kata books, a series of up to 10, I think it is, starting off 2 basic books. He's important because this is the cover I got from the internet. Goshin-Ryu Karate uses his books, especially for higher grade cutters. But recently, when I was training years ago, they changed the cutter order for your belt grading when I was doing it. So they had to start using these books because Gion and Teki were introduced. So to go for your Shoden Ho. And this guy here is this guy, Dynamic Karate. And this guy here this one's got dust cover on it, which is good. This one, first edition, 66, 19th printing, 1983. This book is from. Also published in the US and London. It's dedicated by him. So obviously he's going to share the ideas and philosophies of his master, Gichin Funikoshi. Remember, these books are extremely good for terminology and explanations on how to use words to explain karate moves. And for some people, they cannot do that. They can only show the moves rather than use words. So this, if you want to be an instructor, these are perfectly ideal for that, to improve your instruction skills. This one's actually more technical than the Gichin Funikoshi. This is way more technical, because here you actually see sparring, not self-defense. And they actually emphasize the importance of posture and stance, which should be obvious, but it's not. I mean, even I get my posture wrong, and I've been doing it for a long time. And you can see the stances and the names. Forgive my fingers. Not all these stances are taught these days, or I actually even use the same names, as these are all higher end stances for high end cutters. But I mean, at least karate's not like Kung Fu, where they name every single joint, movement or bend, which can be overly confusing if you're trying to learn, and you're better to try and research it if you can. If you do go to a school, because the school I was with, they also taught Kung Fu, but they didn't give credit to it. They show you, they're inadvertently, how I could say, taught moves that would be classified as Kung Fu, but they called it karate. Or they say it was from kata. But in this book, they also teach you limbering up exercises as well as stretching. I can find that. Balance and center of gravity. In judo, it's called kozoshi. And to get his body like that is everyday training. That's not twice or 3 times a week. That's every day. These are all the basic steps you require to know to teach the basics for kicks and punches, which are generally done in 4 basic moves for 1 move to learn how to do it. Again, basic punch, how to close your hand and make a fist, and what part of the hands to use. Here they're saying it looks like 3 knuckles instead of 2. As I said, karate is about interpretation. And again, this book would take it at least 40 minutes to go through because of how technical it is. This even includes a training method, and it looks like a fighting method as well, outside of karate kata, which was the opposite of what Gichin Funikoshi usually taught. And even though this is a student of his, this one is also teaching basic blocks. As I said, at the school I was, they didn't encourage you to use blocks. They made some excuse about being too weak and something about you being taken out if you tried to block with these or hurt yourself, when in actual reality their motive is strictly points bar, because you don't score points with blocking. That was their agenda and motive, and still is. Because they want students from Goshin-Ryu to end up in the Olympic Games as part of the karate curriculum over there. And that's been the founders' agenda for over 40 years, is to get karate into the Olympic Games instead of just taekwondo, which is a Korean martial arts based on kung fu and karate. Their movements in taekwondo use a lot of shoulder movements and hip movements rather than knee movements and elbow movements. But their katas are very similar to ours, except for what I just mentioned with when it comes to moving. And they also do a roundhouse punch and an axe kick, which is actually banned at the school I was with. So, as I've said, this is just a guide. It's not absolute. Please do your own research and come to your own opinion. Because in the end, it's going to be your interpretation of what you learn and how much you want to learn and how serious you want to get. And because most like this school, once you got to brown belt and you find out that you have to train in a different discipline, at this school, a lot of people just gave up and quit. So choose what school you go to and how they grade and do their systems. Find out if your school grades in-house or they want you to do a different discipline to earn your grading before you choose to do that school. Because remember, this will be part of you for the rest of your life. They say karate is a way of life, and it is true. Because it can create who you are or not who you are. As I said, it's up to you. Okay, thanks for watching.